My parents gave my apartment to my older sister after her divorce, then told me I was young enough to start over. I was standing outside my own door when my key stopped working, and 10 minutes later my mother casually admitted they had moved my sister in. That was the moment they learned I was done being the family doormat. I had spent 3 months fixing that place with my own money and my own hands. I worked overtime at a dental office, then came home to scrape wallpaper, paint walls, replace fixtures, and haul trash down 4 flights of stairs. My sister had mocked the place the whole time. She called it a dump and said I was stupid for wasting money on it. But the second her husband filed for divorce, suddenly my dump was good enough for her to steal. When I called my mom, she sounded cheerful. Honey, your sister needed somewhere to land. That's my apartment. You can always find another one. Family helps family. No, family asks, thieves take. They had used the spare key I left with them once for plant watering. They let my sister in, changed the locks, and decided I could just move back home like none of my work mattered. Instead of arguing, I walked straight to the police station. I filed a report for breaking and entering an illegal eviction. I had my lease in my bag, and my name was the only one on it. An officer came back to the building with me. When we knocked, my sister opened the door wearing my robe like she owned the place. Then it got very quiet. The officer asked her to step aside. She looked at me, then she looked at the badge, then she gave that fake little smile. Are you seriously calling the cops on your own sister? The officer asked if she had any legal right to be there. She started rambling about family and how she thought she had permission. I cut in. I never gave her permission. I didn't even know she was here until my key stopped working. The officer walked inside. So did I. My furniture had been moved. Her junk was all over my counters. There were dirty dishes in my sink, a wine stain on the coffee table I restored by hand, scratches across my floor, and a crack in my bathroom mirror. She had been there less than 2 weeks and treated my home like a trashed hotel room. Then the officer said exactly what I needed to hear. You need to gather your things and leave. My sister still tried one last move. Tell them you're just jealous of me. So I looked her dead in the face and said, I want to press charges. She went pale. My mom called while the officer was still there, already screaming. So I put her on speaker. What have you done? Your sister is crying. She broke into my home and changed my locks. She needed help. Then you should have given her your house, not mine. After that came the usual guilt trip about compassion, family, forgiveness. I hung up. I was done pretending love and entitlement were the same thing. That night, I changed the locks again and photographed every bit of damage. 3 days later, I sued my sister for repairs, legal fees, the locksmith, and the illegal eviction. My family acted like I was the criminal. Court was quick. My sister's lawyer tried to call it a family misunderstanding. My lawyer buried that with my lease, the police report, my landlord's statement, and proof I had never given her permission. The judge ruled in my favor. She had to pay everything, a little over $8,000. My mom cornered me afterward and said I had ruined my sister when she had nothing. I asked her one question. If a stranger had broken into my apartment, changed my locks, and moved in, would she defend them too? She said, a stranger isn't family. Exactly. That was the whole problem. To them, family meant my sister could do whatever she wanted, and I was supposed to smile and absorb the damage. She paid me in installments for 6 months. No apology, just checks. I used every dollar to fix what she wrecked. The floors got refinished, the mirror got replaced. My parents kept sending letters about forgiveness. I sent nothing back. A friend invited me to Thanksgiving when my mother demanded I come home and act like an adult. I chose the table where nobody expected me to suffer quietly just to keep the peace. That was the real twist. Getting my apartment back was only half of it. The bigger thing I got back was myself. Now I wake up in a home I paid for, fixed up, and fought for. My key works, my locks are mine, my space is mine, and if my family still thinks I was wrong for calling the police on my own sister, they can stay mad outside a door they'll never have keys to again. Would you have called the cops too? Or do you think I went too far?